Hello, Lynn University viewers. Welcome around the Riverwalk here in Savannah, Georgia, where we are on our pit stop before the next convention. We are joined by some locals, or newbie locals. Your last name?
My name's Gail Trapiano.
And you are Mr. Trapiano.
I'm actually Mr. King. She ain't changed her name yet.
Oh, okay. Well, that's another story. That's another story. Tell me a little bit about the palms you guys have made and how it ties into the history of Savannah.
Okay. These are palmetto palm, as you can see. And we just take a strip out. And what I make here is part of the history here. They're called Savannah roses. Due to the fact after the Confederate War was over, they all gathered up in Johnson Square, which is the original square here in Savannah, the first square that they ever built, and they wore them and gave them as a sign of peace because Sherman didn't burn Savannah down. But really this technique came over to us with the Gullah people during the slavery era, and the slaves would actually use them as wedding flowers and also as a sign for the Underground Railroad. And the way they would do that, they would give a slave a flower and tell him it was a sign of hope for his freedom. And that if he was to get lost, he would actually pull out this flower and guide him to his next destination. Somebody from the Underground Railroad would recognize it and guide him to his next destination.
Speaking of guiding to your next destination and a beacon of hope, you were telling me before we started recording that you guys are here 7 days a week and you moved here from Asheville, North Carolina because of the economy. How have you guys been able to maintain a livelihood just by doing this business? And
I'm selling roses.
Selling these roses, I'm lucky that the Lord takes care of me, because to me, the government has it.
Is there any?
I cannot get any help from the public because I don't have, my kids are grown, so I cannot get help from the government. They'll give me a whole $200 a month in food stamps, but how about my putting a roof over my head? I lived in a tent for 8 months with no electric, no water, in the winter, and the government didn't care.
Is there one message you could give people at the convention this week? What would it be?
All right, get the economy back, or start having the government help people who cannot provide a roof over their head. Just because I don't have a kid, it doesn't mean I'm not human.